by Ayn Rand, Chapter 2. Liberty 5-3000, Liberty 5-3000, Liberty 5-3000. We wish to write this name, we wish to speak it, but we dare not speak it above a whisper, for men are forbidden to take notice of women, and women are forbidden to take notice of men. But we think of one among women, those whose name is Liberty 5-3000, and we think of no others. The women who have been assigned to work the soil live in the homes of the peasants beyond the city. Where the city ends, there is a great road winding off to the north, and we street sweepers must keep this road clean for the first milepost. There is a hedge along the road, and beyond the hedge lies the fields. The fields are black and plowed, and they lie like a great fan before us, furrows gathered in some hand beyond the sky, spreading forth from that hand, opening wide apart as they come toward us, like black pleats that sparkle with thin green spangles. Women work in the fields, and their white tunics in the wind are like the wings of seagulls beating over the black soil. And there it was that we saw Liberty 5-3000 walking along the furrows. Their body was straight and thin as a blade of iron. Their eyes were dark and hard and glowing, with no fear in them, no kindness and no guilt. Their hair was golden as the sun. Their hair flew in the wind, shining and wild, as if it defied men to restrain it. They threw seeds from their hands as if they were designed to fling a scornful gift, and the earth was a beggar under their feet. We stood still. For the first time we knew fear and then pain, and we stood still that we might not spill this pain more precious than pleasure. Then we heard a voice from the others call their name, Liberty 5-3000, and they turned and walked back. Thus we learned their name, and we stood watching them go, till their white tunic was lost in the blue mist. And the following day, as we came to the northern road, we kept our eyes upon Liberty 5-3000 in the field. And each day thereafter, we knew the illness of waiting for our hour on the northern road. And there we looked at Liberty 5-3000 each day. We knew not whether they looked at us also, but we think they did. Then one day, they came close to the hedge, and suddenly they turned to us. They turned in a whirl, and the movement of their bodies stopped, as if slashed off, as suddenly as it had started. They stood still as a stone, and they looked straight upon us, straight in our eyes. There was no smile on their face, and no welcome, but their face was taut, and their eyes were dark. Then they turned us swiftly, and they walked away from us. But the following day, when we came to the road, they smiled. They smiled to us and for us, and we smiled in answer. Their head fell back, and their arms fell as if their arms and their thin white neck were stricken suddenly with a great lassitude. They were not looking upon us, but upon the sky. Then they glanced at us over their shoulder, and we felt as if a hand had touched our body, slipping softly from our lips to our feet. Every morning thereafter we greeted each other with our eyes. We dared not speak. It is a transgression to speak to men of other trades, save in groups at the social meetings. But once, standing at the hedge, we raised our hand to our forehead and then moved it slowly, palm down, towards Liberty 5-3000. Had the others seen it, they would have guessed nothing, for it looked only as if we were shading our eyes for the sun. But Liberty 5-3000 saw it and understood. They raised their hand to their forehead and moved it as we had. Thus each day we greet Liberty 5-3000, and they answer, and no men can suspect. We do not wonder at this new sin of ours. It is our second transgression of preference, for we do not think of all of the brothers as we must, but only of one, and their name is Liberty 5-3000. We do not think of why we think of them. We do not know why. When we think of them, we feel of a sudden that the earth is good and that it is not a burden to live. We do not think of them as Liberty 5-3000 any longer. We have given them a name in our thoughts. We call them the Golden One. But it is a sin to give men other names which distinguish them from other men. Yet we call them the Golden One, for they are not like the others. The Golden One are not like the others. And we take no heed of the law which says that men may not think of women, save the time of mating. This is the time each spring when all the men older than 20 and all the women older than 18 are sent for one night to the city palace of mating. And each of the men have one of the women assigned to them by the Council of Eugenics. Children are born each winter, but women never see their children, and children never know their parents. Twice have we been sent to the palace of mating, but it is an ugly and shameful matter, of which we do not like to think. We had broken so many laws, and today we have broken one more. Today we spoke to the Golden One. The other women were far off in the field. When we stopped at the hedge by the side of the road, the Golden One were kneeling along the moat which runs through the field, and the drops of water falling from their hands, as they raised the water to their lips, were like sparks of fire in the sun. Then the Golden One saw us, and they did not move, kneeling there, looking at us, and circles of light played upon their white tunic from the sun on the water of the moat.